I was a sad little girl who just happened to have happy moments. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. I am back in my car. I wanted to switch it up because my last couple videos have been in my room, so I like to keep it interesting. I like to keep it spicy. Today is the first day in New York where it is almost 70 degrees, and God bless, I am so freaking excited. Like, summer is the best time of the year. That seasonal depression just goes away like it never existed, and life is freaking great. As you can see from the title, today's video is going to be exposing my baby pictures and childhood pictures that I'm gonna regret posting, but I mean, gotta keep it interesting, right? Before I hop into today's video, we are almost at 8,000 subscribers.
Nice.
Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm extremely grateful and thankful for all of you that enjoy watching my videos and enjoy hearing what I have to say and enjoy my comedy that I don't even think is that funny, but apparently it is funny and like relatable. So it just makes me really happy that there are people out there that like get me, that understand me, because I am extremely hard to understand. So it's nice knowing that there's people around the world that get it. So thank you. All right, let's just hop right into today's video. I have a few photos on my phone that I found. So I deleted a lot of my like pre-transition photos on social media just because during the time I was insecure and I didn't like them, and I kind of wish I didn't delete them, but you know, a lot of us, we go through it. We don't like to see what we used to look like, so we delete. And so I didn't have any pictures really on my social media, and the ones I did have, I've already did like before and afters on Instagram. But I was able to go to my mom's house and find a bunch of pictures in the photo album. You know, the photo album has the most cringiest photos possible. So we're just gonna start, and I'm gonna do it kind of in order, like from age, like young to current, I guess you would say. Not current, but young to right before I started transitioning physically. Kyle, it's not too late to go back. It's not too late to stop recording. It's too late. All right, let's get into it. All right, this one, taking my first breath. This is my first baby picture right at the hospital as I was born, the day that everything went downhill. Let me stop. But no, for real, like, this is when life was great because I didn't know what I was. I was just living. As much as I want that little thing between my legs that looks like it could be a thing, but it's the umbilical cord. Yeah, very tragic day. It's not what you think it is. It is, in fact, the umbilical cord. Alright, this one, I was probably like 4. And honestly, I would say at this point in time, I had signs that something was different about me, but I wasn't entirely sure. I just knew that something was off. And I was still very, very young, so life was still kind of whatever. Like, I was still chilling. But I could definitely approve that something was off. I just was not sure what. And I wasn't around enough people to like know the difference between men and women. I was raised by a woman, so I was never around men really. So nothing was clicking where I could like compare myself to a man, if that makes sense. So that's why I think I wasn't really registering, but I was like starting to register within myself. This one, I was living my best life at this age because clearly I was shirtless. So this is the age where obviously you don't have anything developed. Nobody can tell what gender you are half the time. Like, you're just you're just a child, because look at this picture. Could you tell if I'm a boy or a girl? Like, honestly, if that was not me, I would not know. And yeah, that's pretty much how I lived my life. I was always shirtless. You never saw me in a shirt nor pants. I was always just rocking my underwear, living my best life. Didn't have to worry about a chest. Didn't have to worry about any of that. My mom violated me. You know what sucks? It's like I love my mom to death, and she loved me to death. And she is one of those parents who just wanted to do what is right for their kid. And back, I was probably like 6 in this picture, maybe 7. I'm gonna say 6. And the whole LGBTQ was really not talked about that much, because we're talking early 2000s. So it really wasn't talked about much, especially for children. Like, it was a big no-no. We just did not talk about LGBTQ for children. So my mom is one of those parents who wanted to do what was right for their kid and didn't want to do anything outside the norm that would make people question her parenting. So although she absolutely knew I hated dressing feminine, she would still make me do it because I was a female. So clearly you can see I am pouting. This was a trip I went on. I went to Washington, D.C. to visit my aunt, and she made me wear this like belly shirt thing and these ugly freaking shorts and some ugly sandals. For one, I hated wearing flip-flops or sandals because I associated it with being feminine. Obviously that's not true, but like as a kid I associated wearing like any type of open-toed shoes as feminine. So I hated having to wear stuff like this, and it's like she just matched this whole fit to just spell out feminine, and I was extremely upset. But like I didn't know how to express myself. I didn't know exactly why. I just thought I just didn't want to dress like that, and unfortunately I was forced to dress like that. This is probably one of the worst pictures that I have, just because you can clearly tell I wasn't happy. Oof. Why? Like, why did people let me look like this? Why? I would say in this picture I was like 12. It was Christmas and I was smiling like mad hard because I probably got something I really loved. And I know some of you guys are gonna be like, Kyle, like some of these pictures, like you look like a happy little girl. And you have to understand, I was a sad little girl with happy moments. Let me repeat that. I was a sad little girl who just happened to have happy moments. At the end of the day, I was a child. No matter what situation kids are in, they have happy moments because they're a kid. Doesn't mean they're very happy with life. It just means that they have happy moments. And that's exactly what I went through. So again, some of these you're gonna see that I had happy moments, and that's okay. But yeah, I was probably like 12 or 13 in this, and this was probably the most cringy stage for me, because I was starting to develop with my body in a female way, meaning I was starting to grow a chest, and my body figure was starting to shape up, and my bone structure in my face was starting, like I was starting to get really high cheekbones. I still kind of do, but like, during female puberty, like I was starting to get higher cheekbones, and everything was just starting to slowly and gradually become feminine. So as my body was giving me no choice but to present feminine, I was almost like pulling away from that. So it was a very cringy stage, because I just call it the in-betweeny stage. Alright, we're backtracking a little bit, but I love this one because, so I got into sports not even really wanting to play sports. I didn't really know what sports were. I just know one day my mom suited me up and was like, you're going to this, and it is what it is. And in the moment I hated her for that, because I was a very shy kid. I didn't want to go play some random sport I've never played before. Long story short, I ended up loving pretty much any sport that was presented in front of me, so thank you, Mom. But yeah, this was the start of me like loving sports, and the reason I'm bringing this up is because I started loving sports because I was able to express myself in a male way. I hope that makes sense for you guys. I was able to do things that was normalized for men to already do. So playing sports, it like gave me an escape to be able to act the way I wanted to act without being judged for it. So I was able to like be aggressive, and because girls are pushed to be sensitive and soft and caring and this, that, and the third. Men are taught to fight and push and shove and do all this extra. And sports gave me a reason to do all that. And then it gave me a reason to dress more masculine, because uniforms are nowadays pretty unisex. So it gave me a reason to like be a boy without being a boy. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Why? Yo, I still to this day want to fight my older sister for this. She violated me. Like, boy, what are those? My sister violated my eyebrows. This was like my 8th grade March Madness. So I didn't know any people that could like do my makeup professionally, and I sure as hell did not know how to do makeup. So my older sister, she's 5 years older than me, so if I was in 8th grade, she was like, she was probably freshly out of high school, and she was going to school for cosmetology, and she was like, oh, I could do your eyebrows, like, let me do it. I'm like, all right, you're about to finesse, like, you go to school for this, you know what you're doing.
Really, nigga?
Biggest mistake of my life. Like, what are those? Why did you do that? Why did you give me Nike symbols on my eyes? Like, why? Just do it. No, don't just do it. Just stop it. That's gonna wrap it up with the pictures. I guess the reason I wanted to expose myself is because I have a lot of viewers who are around the ages of like 12 to 17. And it is a hard time in our life because our parents obviously make up the majority of our decisions, because we're not an adult and we can't consciously make our own choices in life, which is a load of bull. At the end of the day, our parents get to make up most of our decisions before we turn 18. And I wanted to make this video because my mom included is one of these people who made a lot of decisions for me, not realizing that it wasn't who I was. And I just wanted to express that at the end of the day, I had to go through the same struggle that a lot of you guys may be going through in this exact moment, but it gets better, I promise you. Like, when you're 18 and 21, 25, and so on and so forth. I'm 27 currently, gonna be 28 in August. And it does get much easier. Like, when your parent can't make these decisions for you anymore, the sky's the limit. You can do whatever you want. And I know some of you guys are saying, but I don't want to lose my parents. I don't want to lose people who may not agree with it. At the end of the day, blood does not necessarily mean family. And I'm not saying cut off your family, but like, if you see a consistent bashing from your family, then maybe it is time to let go and seek family elsewhere. At the end of the day, you can create your own family. That's why we all become adults, because we all have the intent to procreate and make our own families. So you win some, you lose some, and I hate to be so like blunt about it, but it comes down to that. Fortunately, I really didn't have to cut anybody out of my life. I did have to distance myself from some, just because it wasn't good for my mental health to consistently be misgendered on accident, or having my birth name continuously used, even though they know by now that I go by Kyle. Like, I do not look like my dead name. Like, it just does not fit, and it's common sense at this point. So I have had to distance myself, but luckily I didn't have to cut anybody off. And I'm hoping you guys won't either, but just know at the end of the day, as an adult, you can make your own decisions, you can make your own families, and life just gets a lot easier when you're in control of your own life. Again, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much. Like, I can't believe we're about to hit 8,000 subscribers. Like, it literally happened overnight, and I say that literally. So I appreciate every single one of you. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if you do want me to do a part 2, because I would be happy to do so. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.